Hi, Sag. So we're gonna do December's reading. It's your season. So let's see what we have in the cards. Last season, we were talking about how you all were extremely ambitious during Libra season when you're still supposed to be kind of in preparation. And we talked about how a lot of you were now dealing with success alone. And how no one really cared what you guys had going on. So we're kind of upside down right now. So now we have to see, okay, so we were a little ahead of ourselves for these other seasons. We have to see, what do I do now? Virgo season, we were kind of trimming the weeds, but like for what? We're gonna pull about 2 more cards and then we'll look and see what's going on, Sag. Right now, it's kind of, we just gotta see. We're just gonna wait for the cards to come out. One more. You guys were very eager. All right, let's look at these cards. And we're just gonna go through these cards. So, the first card we have is the 7 of Swords in reverse, then the 10 of Cups, the Hanged Woman, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Devil in reverse, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Swords in reverse. Next, we have the Hierophant, the 8 of Cups in reverse, the 6 of Swords, the 4 of Cups in reverse, and finally the Wheel of Fortune. So, I think that we're finally starting to see that we've been really dishonest and manipulative to a lot of people. And that's okay. That's something that we would usually begin to realize during Scorpio season when we're going through our self-reflection. But if you're late, and you get back on the train, right? So we're starting to notice that we were being a little selfish, and really that other people are starting to notice it. That's the problem, is that we're alone right now, and it's because the people that we put ourselves around are not dumb for a reason. We don't put ourselves, Sag does not put themselves around people that aren't intelligent, right? So why would you think that the people you're around wouldn't notice that you weren't being the best you could be with them? Right now, we are feeling like, oh, we're in Sag season, you know, we've got the Sag goods, everything is going good, we're feeling aligned, we're gonna keep going on. If you're a scammer, you're like, but, and scammer can literally be anything. If you are ferociously stubborn and trying to like get your way all the time, and you'll do whatever it takes, that's really like what Sag does a lot. Even though Sag is a mutable sign and they are ruled by Jupiter, it's like you guys just want to be on go all the time. And believe it or not, like, this is really where you are. But why? It's because we were too ahead of the game. What's really like crazy about the way the universe works is that we are all set to go through a specific cycle with the way that the signs come out in our journey, and it's every year, right? It doesn't necessarily start on New Year's, but every year you go through a certain type of transformation in a certain way. and everyone has to do it. Even if you're not the type of person to be on a schedule, Sag, you have to do it. And if you don't want to do it, you're gonna have to do it still, and you're just gonna have to be late. You guys want to be on go. You want to keep going with these opportunities. You want a lot, but this is very real. If you guys are thinking of starting something new right now, like, I don't know, maybe you're seeing like an opportunity to gain some money, to gain publicity, advertisement, something, whatever it is that you're really needing right now, don't take that opportunity. And it's really in your face. Like, you have no other choice for it to be in your face, because you're upside down and you're trapped. It's very clear, this opportunity. If you're thinking about, oh, are we talking about this person? No, like, the first thing that comes to mind, that's it. Whatever situation you have opportunity with, that, don't take it. Don't take it, because it's really not meant for you. If you find yourself in this position, it's because you need to be there. It's because you need to slow down. Because patience brings opportunities this season for you guys, Sag. I know you're like, it's Sag season. No, but no. This season, patience brings you opportunities, and if you want to rush, then that brings the ops. That'll bring the people that are finding out everything that you're doing, whatever it is that you've been trying to get away with, being slick, all that stuff will come out, and there's no way that you're going to be able to deny it, because they will have receipts. And not only will they have receipts, but they will definitely be ready to, like... So what do we have to do? First, we have to just acknowledge that this is the way that we are. We all have qualities about ourselves that we are not very, like, excited about, right? But Sag, yours is that you're extremely impatient. And it's not even just a Sag thing, it's a fire sign thing. But for this season, especially, what you guys are feeling is normal, because you're behind. And you're thinking, how can I be behind when I was ahead of the game? Because that's not where you were supposed to be. And you failed to do the thing that everybody doesn't want to do. And the universe is going to make you do it. If you fail to self-reflect, Sag, to realize the negative qualities about yourself and be better, you're going to be going on the same rotten cycle all the time, and you're not going to grow. And what's the point? What's really crazy about this is that some of y'all are not alone. For any of you that are like in a relationship and your significant other is like constantly annoyed with you as of recently, because to you it's just like nagging, but like to them it's because you're so stubborn and they want to grow with you. They like you for who you are, but they also see your faults, and it's kind of like infringing on them, but you guys just don't care. Like, you don't care. And this cannot be you anymore. Y'all are like thinking, well, if there's an easy way to go through life, why would you not want to do it? Honestly, like, if I could save myself time and energy, why would I not want to do that? Like, just why? Because when y'all take the easy way out, you get stuck. When y'all want to go big like Jupiter, you get stuck. And it backfires. You guys have like some serious FOMO, like fear of missing out. Like, you don't, you want to be there for everything, even if that means that you're hurting your progress. And it doesn't matter to you guys, because you're like, oh, well, I think I'm good, so why do I need to change? Like, why do I need new things? Because we're grown now. We're grown now. We've gone through another year. We've gone through another period of our life, regardless of where you are, if it was a good period or not. We are not where we used to be, so we need to keep going. Like, that's how life works. You don't stay stagnant and do the same thing for your whole life. You have to change. Right now, it's like you guys move with like this passion, but it's fueled with fear. Like, it's fueled by this fear of missing out, fear of not being on the new whatever, fear of not getting what you want. And it's like, yo, like, you guys are gonna have to sacrifice. People sacrifice in life, and like, you're no different. It's like you guys have been taking people for granted. Like, the people that are in your life right now, you don't want to change. You don't want to be better for the both of you. You just want what you want, and that's that. And what you really need to be, where you really need to be, is here. It's like right now you guys are a child in a man's world. What does that mean? To be a child in a man's world is essentially when you guys are like, you want to keep going with what works, and you don't want to expand, you don't want to grow. That's a part of growing up in a man's world. You have to grow up, you go through things, you learn, but you don't keep doing the same thing, because you guys are not dumb. You guys are literally the teachers of the zodiac. Like, you're not dumb. You know what's right and what's wrong, so do it. Be right. Like, we can't take the easy way out anymore. Right now, you guys are thinking about, oh, what about this time when I did that? Was that wrong? Yeah, it was. Oh, but what about every single one of these? You didn't do what you were supposed to do. And that's why we are dealing with what we should have been dealing with in Scorpio season during the Sag season. Watch the videos, learn what you gotta learn, so you can be your best during your own season. This year's not gonna be your season, and that's okay. That's okay. You can't change it, but if you want to have a good time next year, we all better get it together. Change is good, and it's necessary. It's a key component to life. If you do what you have to do, people are gonna think like, I think they're really putting in work. They don't seem to be having the same perspective, which is really like the Sagittarian quality, to be ruled by Jupiter, to always be expanding, to be a sign of expansion. You guys are not doing it right now. Like, I don't get it. But if you do what you have to do, the people around you, those relationships that you've kind of been squandering but want back, and they'll see it, because it'll be clear. You're a Sag. Everything you do is big. Fight the temptation. Fight the temptation to go back into this where you're like, fuck it, let's see what happens. Like, no. You guys are gonna have to kind of revamp yourself. Go back and see, why am I doing this? Why do I do these things when I know that they're not right? Well, how can I be better? And once you finally do that, you'll be solid. Bye, Sag.